Hello everyone, and welcome to my new Let's Look At. We're going to be playing Windlands, and as you'll notice, I tilt my head to the right. I can't help this. This is what I normally do. So don't blame the game for that. By the way, we're going to be playing on normal, and I would highly recommend if you're new to VR, you turn on the comfort settings. I have my VR legs. I don't ever get sick, so I just turn all this off. But it is very, very useful, because this is a game that can and will probably make you a little bit queasy. Because there's a warning even says this is a full locomotion game. You should probably turn some of these on. But I don't do that. We're showing the cutscenes, by the way, the first one.
Long ago, a great civilization rose. Sacred crystals were discovered deep underground and brought into the light. And using their power, the people built wonders. Grand constructions were undertaken and great titans created to raise the sky cities. The Windlands. Yet soon would come a time of chaos. A dark star from the heavens descended and ripped the world asunder. The cities and titans would fall, and the crystals that power the world scattered. Now, a new guardian has arisen, who will reunite the crystals, reawaken the titans, and return life to the Windlands.
Okay, so now that the cutscene is over, I think there might still be a few more voiceovers, but I'll deal with that as they come, I suppose.
Guardian, awoken. Good, come then. There's work to do. Succeed where others have failed.
Okay, so besides the tilting, I can't help that because that's the way I am in VR, and I don't notice it when I'm in VR. You'll notice that, yeah, across the different levels in Windlands, there are different giant mechs. Some of them move, some of them sit still. Almost always, I think they move after you do like find a crystal, which we'll get into a little later. But for the first few jumps in Windlands, you're gonna feel your stomach is gonna drop. If it's your first time playing, your stomach's gonna do a little loop-de-loop when you start jumping, especially this jump in particular right here, because you have to look down to see where you're landing, and you see 2,000 virtual feet of air between you and the ground, that's all. Now, if you do fall and you go, I don't want to sit here waiting to die, because you have to wait quite a while before you die sometimes, you can hit triangle to respawn, that's something to keep in mind. But you don't always have to use your grappling hooks, because you don't have any, obviously, yet. You can double jump akin to, I want to say Mega Man X3, but I don't know if anybody even knows what in the world game that is now. I don't know any games where you just, like, kick off the wall like that. I know there are some.
Tools of a guardian. With these, you shall explore this broken world. These Windlands.
And this is where the real meat and potatoes come into play, where you can just zip around like Spider-Man if you so wished it. And this is the main selling point of the game, folks. That is fun. It's a little taxing on your stomach when you're not used to it, but man, is that fun once you get used to it. Like, I've already beaten the game, and I still go back and play this just for funsies, just to do this. Of course, when you fail, like, you might panic, but yeah, you can always respawn, like I mentioned earlier, so you don't have to go and die. So if you're scared of waiting to die, like falling and hitting the ground, you don't have to. You can just hit triangle. But yes, there are some jumps where you might go, I don't really know if I can make that. My best advice is just go for it, man. Or lady, just go for it. You got nothing to lose. Now, I might in the future turn down that whooshing noise. That's quite a...
You may be wondering who I am, or where I am. Truly, I am no one, and those who we are reside nowhere. The voice comes from within you, Guardian. Go, fulfill your destiny.
You remember when I said even I screw up? And of course, even I, like I'm some... Yeah, that was a panic. Oh, Jesus. Like, I know I'm not going to die, but my brain tells me, you need to panic right now. And to me, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Because that's telling me my brain is fooled enough to think, oh crap, Maybe some people might disagree. That's my opinion. Now that we're out of the tutorial, we're going to be getting into the hub world. The hub world is really nice looking, and you can go all the way up to the top of that giant tree if you want. I think there might be actually, I don't think there is a collectible up there, but it's fun getting up there and jumping off, just let me tell you. Now in easy mode, you can actually hook anything. We're playing on normal mode, so you can't hook anything. You can only hook bushes.
Not all shall be so easily found.
And these are the main things, like I don't want to say currency, they're not really currency, but when you find these, you can unlock different parts of different levels. I'm pretty sure crystals unlock the time trial modes. I think you have to collect 3 of them in a world to do that. I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to spread false information.
These crystals shall open portals to new lands. You shall find the others lost among the ruins.
Yes, so you're supposed to actually go find those. That's the main objective. Go find the crystals. And they just send you off into the world. That's all the tutorial you get. So, Guardian, are you up for the challenge? So, this is going to fragment, this Let's Look is going to fragment from here because I don't want to show all the puzzles, because that's, that's the game, figuring out how to get places. But I'm going to show you some different things. Just some more gameplay, because it's only been 6 minutes. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to be trying to get over to the left up there on that cliff. Why? Because that's where the first collectible I want to show you is. Now, like I said, some of the jumps just aren't going to work. You got to think a little bit more outside the box than just jump! Now, I tried swinging from this thing. It didn't really work. I was too low. So I thought, well, the only other thing I can try is to just jump from slightly closer. That was white knuckle right there. I didn't think I was going to make that when I was in the middle of the jump. So, beyond that, like I said, I'm not going to show you the way up there, because that's, it wouldn't be cool just showing all the paths. I'll just show you one small part of the path, because it took me forever to find this part of it. The other part was fairly easy. This part was not so easy for me. Which, thinking about it, I think most people would find the opposite, but as you might notice, I'm trying to, turn 180 every time I jump. That's not really the best way to do it if you don't want to get disoriented. I find the best way is just to keep your head, I think I hit the table there, excuse me, to keep your head in one direction, and you don't get nearly as confuzzled that way, going, which way am I looking? I guess I could. I don't think there's a, click 180 turn.
These tablets scattered through the lands contain knowledge. Take them to the Hub Temple. On the walls reside panels waiting for the histories of the past to be retold.
That's exactly as it sounds, actually, because it's basically murals that you're building. They do tell a story. I've gotten quite a few of them on my easy file, and they're in every world. So you got a lot of stuff to look for if you're a completionist, and a lot of... For the record, I was panicking when that happened because I didn't mean to fall down. And that's half the fun. No, I don't want to say half the fun, but that is a good part of the fun where you just go, oh crap, I fell! And you realize that either everything's falling away from reach, or you're falling to a place you've never been yet. In my case, normally. You can make a lot of ballsy jumps, because that's a pretty ballsy one there. Because jumping is a little bit weird. If you're on a tilted surface, if you jump in that tilt, direction. It's hard to describe, but it's kind of weird. Now this jump is, that was scary. I didn't look like it, but this is probably my favorite maneuver in the entire first level. The only reason I'm showing this is because it was so freaking awesome. I didn't even know the wolves was over there, for the record. I just said, you know what, I want to swing. And all because I wanted to swing, I got a collectible I didn't even know was there in the first place. Mm-hmm. Now you might be wondering, Brock, is that just a decoration on that thing's hand, or can you actually go inside it? Now, Windlands is a game where it's somewhat like, if there's a will, there's most likely a way. You can almost get anywhere in this, if you have the will and you're smart enough to figure it out. This one's not that bad. I'll show you how to actually get there, because it's pretty easy looking. I mean, seriously, it's just hook, jump, and then you're in there. But yeah, you will have to sometimes run on wood on the trees. It may not seem like you're supposed to, but it can really work if you are in the right place. Sometimes it leads to a dead end, sometimes it doesn't. You just gotta explore and figure it out. That's the name of the game almost. Except, it's actually named Windlands. But, the spirit of the game is explore and just kind of have fun with it. For the record, I'm walking. I was like, why am I walking? I'm not falling, I'm walking. I thought, oh, so this is because they want you to get back out by walking. Of course, they made that a walkable ramp. So I'll just jump and I'll walk and I'm not moving. Yep, you can only get out one way. Or I guess you could use the return to hub button in the start, but that's giving up. That's, you know, I don't give up. I have to find my way out. You know, I have to do it my way, which is essentially just spamming the X button and hoping I go up. I'm not gonna lie, this was not skill. This was not me going, if I jump at this angle, I can do this. No, it's just hitting X. You get to wait for your death, and you like it. So that's what it's like when you die. You just respawn, basically. So when you're done, you can actually, after you're done suicide diving or whatever, swan diving, you can actually return to the hub via that. And for the last little bit of this, let's look at, we're going to be looking at the things we just collected and show you where you can find them, because I had a hell of a time even knowing what I was looking for. So I'm going to show you what you should be looking for if you want to read, or, you know, read the murals or whatever you want to call them. I don't think you have to go up here, but I just did that so I could, you know, put the other crystal in there, because I, off camera, did get a crystal. I didn't want to show you how to get there either. I just was having fun, so I kept playing and went and got a crystal there on my own. Like, I wasn't even planning on getting any crystals this let's look at, but I was like, dude, I have to keep going. It's too much fun. But yeah, if you're looking for the murals, I believe they're on the sides behind, like, I don't want to say behind those things, but yeah, these right here. That's the murals that you're looking for and that you're collecting. Excuse me, I think all in all, I think there's over 100. I don't know, I want to say over 130, but I don't know the number. Just go with over 100. It's a lot of them. And they're in every world, I think, except the tutorial area. I don't think there's any in there. That's a board. I don't have any, obviously. That's a board. I don't have any yet, obviously, because I just started the game. And I don't think there's any in the tutorial area, so yeah. For the record, there's also time trials if you get all the crystals. But yeah, I am not good enough to do any of those. But thank you guys very much for watching. As always, if you'd like to help support the channel, you may wish to like or even subscribe. Farewell, everyone. Until then.